Welcome everyone to Natural Grocers Nutrition Education presentation. We are so pleased to present Grace Ventura. Grace is founder of Grace Goodness Organics. Grace has a passion for wellness and the desire to help others heal and live healthy lives. With over 35 years experience as certified wellness coach, health professional, certified yoga instructor, licensed massage therapist, and mother of 6, Grace finds fulfillment to empower others to take control of their health and their well-being. Welcome, Grace.
Thank you so much, Janine. It's really such a pleasure to be here. You said so much already about what I was going to share, but really it has been my mission and passion to support people and the planet, as I feel everyone deserves to be well-nourished every day. It's our birthright. I'm even more inspired now than ever to share simple tools to support our immune system and feel excellent. With all of the cleanses, programs, diets, and methods of stress relief that are out there that I've both practiced and taught, I have honed this particular program down to a basic 4. Grace's Goodness Organics was launched 5 years ago out of my own need, and I will share more about that later. So let's get into today's class, Reboot Your Whole Being, Self-Care During the Pandemic and Beyond.
Great, thank you, let's go.
Reboot Your Whole Being, Self-Care During the Pandemic and Beyond. As a society and culture, we have not been very well educated in self-care. Plus, the stresses have gone up and the quality of our resources is going down, including our water, air, food, and the earth that grows our food. Excuse me. It has been my mission and passion to support people and the planet, as I feel everyone deserves to be well-nourished every day. It's our birthright. I'm even more inspired now than ever to share simple tools to support our immune system and feel excellent. With all of the cleanses, programs, diets, and methods of stress relief that I have both practiced and taught for over 35 years, I've honed this program down to a basic 4. Of course, there are many more ways, techniques, and powerful tools, but in our limited time, I'm going to focus on these. So when I think about a reboot, it's a reset, it's a clearing, and it's a whole body kind of thing. It involves not just the body, because we are a whole organism that we need to care for holistically. And it's also a time to restore and prepare for the coming months ahead. And being that it's almost fall, we are also preparing for winter, and the cooler temperatures are just around the corner. So we have a wonderful opportunity to align with the rhythms of nature. Fall is a time to prepare for winter, making sure things are all buttoned up at home. You have some warm clothing, cozy sweaters, putting away the swimsuits. And it's a time for the plants and the trees to let go of their leaves, fruit, and lusciousness of the bountiful summer. The sun gets lower in the sky, and it's the season of transformation, letting go. So the first step that I'm going to talk about with you today is the food that you consume and using food as nourishment and medicine. The way that we really can do that to begin with is to eat foods that are seasonal and local, even if possible. And then prepare soups and broths, warming foods. We really stay well by having those nourishing foods and juices and broths and organic vegetables and fruit, fermented foods like sauerkraut and miso, kimchi, nuts, seeds, healthy fats like coconut oil and olive oil, avocado oil that are organic and cold pressed. The least processed is really what's best. No white sugar or flour. The other thing is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is really a very popular thing these days, but basically, when you think about breakfast, the word breakfast, it means breaking your fast. And that's what our bodies really want us to do, is to fast during that nighttime, give your digestion a break. So the way I like to do it is I like 15-hour intermittent fasts. So my last meal would be at 6, and then I would have breakfast at 9. Gives my body a nice amount of time to just reset. If you want to start with 12 hours, that's great. What really works for you and what doesn't stress your body too much, it is something that does create a challenge, and it's okay to challenge your body. You know, you're not going to suffer, truly. You're going to give your body a break. And that's what we need, is this time to reset. The other thing is food storage. As we prepare for winter, it's so good to have food that is in your pantry, like whole grains and legumes, freezing berries and peaches and corn, to have it for the winter so that on those cold, blustery days when you don't want to go out, you're going to have food there that you can create applesauce if you can, or if you dehydrate foods as well. Wonderful to have during the winter. And it's really being prepared for whatever shows up in those colder months. The other thing is to eat for positive lung health. With all of the sickness, the flus and viruses, it's so important to keep your lungs strong. The foods that are great for lung health are apples and ginger, turmeric, garlic, pomegranate, cruciferous vegetables, carrots, pumpkin, red bell peppers, and beans. And they're easily incorporated into fall cooking. And of course, there was one other thing: keep your body warm. Have extra layers with you, and blankets, pull those blankets out. So at night, if it's a little chilly, you can get cozy under there. And that your body is, in these transitions, your body is much more vulnerable. And that's why often folks get sick. They catch a cold because the temperature fluctuations and you're not quite ready for it. You're not keeping your body warm enough. So that's why eating those warming foods, teas, broths is so good, and to bring those extra layers. The next step 2, movement and exercise, one of my favorites. So there are so many ways that you can move and exercise, probably something for everyone out there. So what I first would like to do is, it's really important to connect with yourself and to listen and hear what your body is wanting and needing, rather than forcing your body to do something that it's exhausted. That's what stresses us. If you're exhausted and you push, push, push. So it's important to really tune in. So what I'm going to do is share with you a body scan. So let's begin with this simple tool to check in and get present. Get yourself in a comfortable position. You can lay down or sit, either one is fine. And I'll just give you a minute to do that. And once you're there, I'd like you to close your eyes and just begin by taking a few deep breaths, just to feel the ground beneath you. Feel this support. It's how we also connect with the earth, is to feel this support. And let's begin with our feet. And just notice your toes, maybe wiggle them, flex and extend your feet. Rotate your ankles, your feet around so that your ankles get some motion. It's so important to keep the joints mobile. And just squeeze your feet. And if you do get a spasm, sometimes people do, just give your foot a little massage. And now go up to your calves and your legs and just stretching your feet again up and down, and you could feel how your calves get a nice stretch. And taking a deep breath, remember to keep breathing throughout this body scan. And let's move up to our thighs. And again, stretching the thighs, you can hold your legs actually and tensing them off the ground just a little bit, a couple of inches, taking a deep breath and just let them go. And now we're going to move into the buttocks and just clench the buttocks, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing tight, and let it go. Again, breathing deep. And now we're going to move just up the spine, noticing how your back feels and your shoulders are feeling, lying on the floor. And we're going to come around to the belly and placing one hand on your belly and one on your heart. And just breathing deep and feeling the inhale and exhale as your belly fills and your chest fills with air, and exhaling. Just feeling that rise and fall as you connect with your body, noticing how you're feeling. And coming up to the shoulders and scrunching your shoulders towards your ears, squeezing, squeezing tight. And let them go with an exhalation. Breathing deep. And coming down into your hands, clenching both fists and your arms, holding them up a couple of inches off the ground, taking a deep breath in, and just let it go. And just feeling how your body is settling in more and more as we go through the body. And moving up into your neck and your head, your jaw, and just clench your teeth. Really tight. We hold so much tension in our face and our jaw, around the eyes, scrunching it all together. No one's looking. And taking a deep breath and let it all go. Now just come up to your scalp and give yourself a little scalp massage. This is just such a wonderful thing to do first thing in the morning when you're in bed, you're just waking up, to do this kind of a body scan and give yourself a scalp massage. We hold so much tension in our head, the worry and all of the stress. So you're just giving yourself this wonderful time of self-care and relaxing your hand down. You can really use this body scan whenever you feel stressed or in pain or you need to relax. Or as I said, first thing in the morning or even in the evening when you get into bed, just to let go of the day. And you can ask your body many questions from this place. Today, the question is about movement and exercise. What is your body, mind, and spirit needing? It's so important that we move in a variety of ways. Stretching, increasing circulation and lymphatic flow, dancing, yoga, cycling, hiking, walking, calisthenics, aerobics, skiing, skating, swimming. It's amazing how many forms there are. You need to choose what works for your body. And it's always changing. Sometimes inside, sometimes outside, slower or faster, sometimes fiery or passionate and sweaty. Sometimes you want to share exercise with others or more meditative. And through it all, at the base of all of it is choosing to be loving and kind to yourself. So as you just sit with that question for a moment, and maybe you already have your answer, you don't need to figure it out. It's just going to come. Just hold the question and an answer bubbles up. Now we're going to begin to just come back here to the presentation, opening your eyes, sitting up if you're not. And we're going on to step number 3, connecting with nature and each other. So all the elements, we are part of nature. It's essential for our health, wellness, and well-being to stay connected consciously with the elements daily. It's part of us. So the first thing, earth. And I'd love to share this really simple exercise that you can do some other time. 10 minutes. It's called earthing. Maybe some of you have heard of it. All you do is go outside and walk barefoot on the earth, on the grass. It's nicer when it's soft. Or you can lay down and just feel the earth beneath you, connecting with the earth. We have so much to be grateful for. All the food that the earth grows for us, everything that the earth, the beautiful trees and landscapes, the mountains, the so much about our planet is just absolutely stunning. And it really keeps us alive. So we are part of it. The animals, everything, the birds, it feeds us on so many levels. So get out there, 10 minutes, just to connect and be grateful. The next is air. So air, our breath, and we would die without it, right? It's so important that we have air that's clean. And so often these days, I know out here in Colorado, we've been dealing with fires and all the smoke. So it's so important that we are conscious about breath. Breath also in yoga practices and many different forms of discipline uses breathing exercises like pranayama for the purpose of focus, clearing the mind, keeping things just running smooth, relaxation. So good to use breathing exercises. So the one that I'm going to recommend that's really simple and very accessible, you can go on YouTube, look up Dr. Andrew Weil, his 4-7-8 breath. And we're going to just do it together here. And then anytime you can go and listen to it, you could do it as many times as you want in a day. It's especially good when you want to just settle down, you need to focus, you want to relax. So here it is. I'm going to guide you through the first round, and then we'll do it 3 more times. So everyone just, again, sitting in a comfortable position. You don't need to lay down for this one, just sitting, and close your eyes and just relax your breath. And then we're going to take a deep breath in on the count of 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, inhale 4. Hold for 7. Exhale 8. Inhale 4. Hold 7. Exhale 8. Inhale 4. Hold 7. Exhale 8. And relax your breath. And still letting yourself feel the result of that breath. And just open your eyes. I know I feel better already. Okay, the next is fire. Fire is a powerful element, bringing us warmth and light. So one thing I love doing with fire as a way to connect with it is to meditate on a candle flame. So you have a candle and just gazing at that flame and watching, it's really quite stunning and very focusing to the mind. It's also wonderful to make fires for warmth and light. The next is water. So another essential, water. It's so important that you drink enough water. And I mean plain water, filtered water. if possible. Half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150, you drink 75 ounces. Out here, again, in Colorado, it is so dry that I drink almost a gallon a day, and much more than, I don't weigh 200 pounds, or 100, but I need that water. And my skin, my digestion, everything works better when you drink water. For so many years, I said to people, you got to drink water. I wasn't drinking enough water. I never felt thirsty. Then all of a sudden, I was doing a cleanse one time, and I said, on this cleanse, the only thing I really want to do is drink more water, because it's been such a challenge for me in my life. And I did it. And I couldn't believe how much better I felt. Well, I guess I could believe it, but I never had really experienced it. So I encourage you to drink up as much as you can, and even beyond. And I know that often people are like, oh, I'm going to pee too much, and I don't want to have to do that. You know what? It's worth it. And it's cleansing, and it's filling, and it just is amazing for your health. There's actually a whole book written out there about, it's called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. It's written by a wonderful doctor. It's a fabulous book. And he talks about how most of our illness is because of lack of water. So that's my water spiel. Take hot baths at night. So wonderful to help relax. It really, you could put Epsom salts in it and essential oils, or just straight up water, whatever works for you. Go swimming, sit by the water, an ocean, a creek, and just listen and meditate. And again, it's that gratitude for this water. We have potable water. Many people do not on this planet. And they have water they can't even drink. So appreciate it and take it in. Step number 4, creativity and play, one of my favorites. So using our imagination and playful nature not only is fun, but it's essential for shifting our moods, our mind, negative thoughts, and boosting immune system function. Creating art, music, dancing, cooking. There's so many ways to create. My son is an engineer. He is so creative in the things he builds. And, it's all different for everybody. Writing poetry, writing in general is just such a creative outlet. Keeping a journal, wonderful way. The other thing is hugging and touch. So being that the skin is the largest organ in our body with billions, millions of nerve endings, we were made for touch. Everyone should get at least 6 hugs a day. That's my recommendation. So massage, any kind of touch is just so important. Our sexuality, it's just so important that we care for our skin, and the way that, we've talked about water, but also hydrating the skin and taking care of it through touch. Enough said. Okay. Now we're coming to the part about beyond our Grace's Goodness broths. So Grace's Goodness Organics is a line of organic plant-based sipping broths with wellness benefits. There are 3 varieties: immune, which is reishi mushroom, nettles, turmeric, and cumin, And the flavor profile is cumin turmeric. The Better Belly is lemon ginger, also with sumac and parsley. And Vitality is with rosemary, thyme, a little bit of lemon and cayenne, a little bit of a kick there. All you need is hot water and a mug, and stir it, wait 2 minutes, you have a cup of broth. So the way that this all started was in my kitchen about 7 years ago, when I was feeling under the weather and I just wanted something that was nourishing and tasted good, and that I didn't have to stand at my kitchen cooking because I didn't feel well. And there was no one around that was going to cook for me. At the time, my 17-year-old son, the youngest of 6, was living with me, and I knew he wasn't going to cook for me. So I woke up at 4 a.m. one day, and I was, as I said, not feeling well. And I said, how can I have my own soup anytime? What way can I do this? I thought about bouillon. I said, no, it's loaded with sodium and chemical garbage. And I'm such a purist that I only wanted something that was going to be really clean and nourishing and taste good. I thought about aseptic containers of broths, and truly they are, to me, dead food. I don't know how long they've been sitting there, but I knew it wasn't going to be the nourishment that I was so wanting. So I thought about dehydrated vegetables. And I knew that dehydration is one of the best ways to preserve the nutritional value of food. So that started the ball rolling. And I worked together with 2 of my daughters who were out west. I was on the East Coast at the time. One is an herbalist, and the other one helped me create the recipes. And we took about a year and came up with the formula for the 3 varieties, which at that time were Beyond Broth. We rebranded in January of this year so that we could go beyond broth. And we also wanted to add MCT as well as nutritional yeast to make it more nutrient dense. So as a health coach, as you already have heard, I've been a health coach and health and wellness coach, massage therapist, yoga teacher, mom of 6 for over 35 years. And I've always been on a mission supporting people in self-care. That has been my passion. We believe that everyone everywhere can be well nourished. So my whole mission has been extended and expressed through this brand. We want to provide daily nourishment for better overall wellness. It's simple. It's all you need, as I said, is hot water and a mug. Goodness is really in our brand's DNA, as you could see in the variety of ways mentioned here, as well as what I've already shared with you. Simple, organic, plant-based ingredients, just vegetables, wellness herbs, they're low sodium, lemon, MCTs, and nutritional yeast. Good source of vitamin C, excellent source of vitamin A, immune boosting, anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, weight management. It's only 30 calories. As I mentioned, for those intermittent fasts or cleanses, fabulous. The other thing is that my daughters and I discovered how many things we can do with these broths. We created so many recipes. You can find them on the website, gracesgoodness.com, or on our Instagram, gracesgoodness. So we made soups and stews and put it on popcorn, salad dressings. And then I discovered I could put it in juice. And it's the savory, sweet, like lemonade. I love the vitality in it with the rosemary, thyme, little cayenne. We also, my daughters created a Bloody Mary recipe that was fabulous. Got to check it out. So lots of things you can do with it. Simple, it's great to travel with or go camping. I love it for breakfast, having a cup of broth, or a late morning snack, late afternoon pick-me-up. So many different uses for it. Just add vegetables in a soup, and you could put in noodles or rice or whatever protein, and it's just so delicious. Next, I want to share with you about our signature cleanse. So the signature Reboot and cleanse is a virtually guided cleanse with myself and special guests to nurture and regenerate the body, mind, and spirit. There are, first of all, doing cleanses and reboots of all kinds supports healthy detoxification. Plus, it resets the immune system. So how is this cleanse different from others? Well, it's really based on loving kindness. Anyone can participate, all levels and experience. This cleanse is not about punishing yourself or making yourself wrong. It's more about how can you treat your whole being with more love and kindness from exactly where you are. How can you most listen and be loving and kind to yourself? So from there, we can then extend that goodness out to others and the planet. We offer a guide and recommendation, education, and ideas. You decide what you're ready for, using this opportunity to take your health to the next level, to reset, to prepare for the coming months ahead with a stronger immune system, more vitality, balanced and grounded in your body, mind, and spirit. Included in this cleanse is a comprehensive 65-page digital guide with seasonal recipes and food lists. You get our broths, 4 classes with special guests. It runs over a 3-week period. There's a Q&A, access to our private Facebook community to share recipes, challenges, celebrations, and so much more. Please join us for this fabulous opportunity beginning September 27th, 2021. To register, just go to gracesgoodness.com. In closing, first of all, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions at all about this presentation or more information regarding the broths or the fall reset, please contact me at info@gracesgoodness.com. May you live with grace and goodness every day. Many blessings.
Thank you so much, Grace, for presenting on this valuable information. And thank you all for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to Natural Grocers channel and watch for more presentations from Natural Grocers. Thanks again, Grace.
Thank you so much, and stay well out there.